And I am back like I never left here at literally 12:20 a.m. on the 27th because technically yesterday, um, maybe just a few hours ago, they dropped new abilities for Suno and its main competitor Udio. Now I have not tried Udio because I'm doing this month on Suno just to see what's up. By the way, I should mention I have once again the Reggie with a G Anator who likes to drop the
Hello, hello,
G
everybody.
and get paid.
How's it going, bro?
It's going all right, man. I'm trying to
Cool.
balance our audio because I was way louder than you yesterday. But
Uh,
anyway, so Reggie, you saw the little how we did what we did, and then we also talked a little bit about how that you could take that and pull it into something like Audition, which I'm going to show you right now. Um,
okay.
so Audition, of course, being the Photoshop, I'm sorry, the Adobe um, editing tool, and so a guy like me that uses like potentially Pro Tools or Logic or in my case Studio One to put all my music projects together, I'm accustomed to working in what are called stems, which is really supposed to be a mono file in the highest quality possible, like essentially a mono wave of each single track that would make up a stereo recording, which would then be panned out and exported in like a stereo format. But it's actually supposed to be just a mono track. Although that's pure like engineer talk, right?
Yeah.
What they actually present now with the new capability that just dropped, like I said yesterday, is you can now create a song and download. Let me share the screen here. You go to one of your creations and you have an option to get the stems. When you click on that, it just produces two more tracks with the same name and icon, but one of them would be just the vocal only, and one of them would be just the music. Now, I got really
Mm.
excited when I heard about this because
Yeah.
I thought potentially it was going to be what actually created the music, so a higher form of the wave file. In other words, like a wave file of just the music that had never had vocals on it. And truly, that would be amazing because I surmise that AI creates using MIDI. And if it does that, then that means you're going to have the cleanest version possible, and you could always reassign it to different sounds. If it was a guitar, you could make it a banjo or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
but that's not what it does. It actually gives you what it gives you is like as if it took the um, original wave file or MP3 file and it breaks it apart using like kind of an automation to sort of strip it out. So when you listen to just the vocal, it's not entirely perfect. It's a little garbly. I'm going to show some examples here in a second. And the same with the music. So um, at this point in time, I am paying a separate subscription to something called Kits AI, which is a in the browser app which does this for you. And I have to say, it does it at a higher level. It will split. Um, has something called Stem Splitter, and it tries to split apart the bass and the drums, and then other for things like backing vocals and the vocals.
Oh,
So
wow.
it gives you a little more options, whereas the Suno and Udio version just give you simply the um, the music and the vocals. Now I haven't tried the Udio one myself. I probably will do that tomorrow. But anyway, in theory, once this functionality is working good, right now it's just okay. It's not quite as good a quality, in my opinion, as the stem splitter on AI. But that would eliminate another $30 subscription. So that is a big
Mm-hmm.
deal if it if either one of these comes becomes the clear front runner. Now, also I noticed that Udio also increases the quality of the recording, which Suno did not do that in this release. But anyway, that's sort of the big news from what's new. You can sort of see it.
Yeah.
Um, create with the vertical dot 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 song. Get stems. Yep. Down each individual clip. And they're asking for feedback, and I'm gonna give some. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so let's go and hear a sample. So you hear this, right?
Yes.
We'll just see a second of this.
I've been walking on your tightrope, darling, for far too many years. Every word you whispered soaked in venom, confirms my deepest fears. You painted pretty pictures, but the canvas hit the cracks. You turned our home to shadows, and now I see the facts. Your lies, they cut me deeper than a knife. Your lies, they turned our love into a fight.
Okay, you got the gist of it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play that. I have now. I did the exercise to get the two different files, and I pulled them into a multi-track session in Adobe Audition. First of all, here, just what it gives us combined. I'm gonna just jump to where the singing starts.
I've been walking on your tightrope, darling, for far too many years. Every word you whispered soaked in venom confirms my deepest fears. You painted pretty pictures, but the canvas hit the cracks.
Now I'm gonna.
You turned our home to shadows, and now I see the facts. Your lies, they cut me deeper
So
than
you
a
can
knife.
hear the garbling that it got a little confused.
Your lies, they turned our love into a fight.
You hear a little bit of the low, so it's not perfect. But one thing it did allow me to do
All the truth
cycle that.
left me questioning my mind. Just like gold, I stumble blind through the wreckage left behind.
In this case, it's not.
You wore a mask so perfectly, I thought you were my friend. But now I see the monster that was hiding in the end. Your lies, they cut me deeper than a knife. Your lies, they turned our love into a fight. Your lies, they hold.
Sit here and do
But now I see
the
virtue
of it on
too
my
many.
microphone. Because if I re-sync,
I've been
it's
walking
my
on your
face.
tightrope, darling, for far too many years.
Little mistakes and little glitches and whatnot. So it is a cool, nice to have for sure. But I don't know. I'm gonna definitely check it out on Udio and see if theirs is better. My prediction is the first one to offer MIDI files. In other words, files that can be put into like a DAW, digital
Yeah.
audio workstation, and reassigned. Those folks are gonna win. They're gonna win the battle. But this all might be like a misnomer because, or not for nothing because, or a completely futile operation because they may not win that lawsuit. And I did post today on MeWe, on the discussion page, a video, which Reg, if you want, you can go check out because it really does kind of bring you up to speed on the state of that lawsuit from the Big Four. It sort of lays it out, and
Okay.
definitely Suno has been busted sampling in my mind. I don't think they're going to get out of that because you can do the DJ Khaled stuff and it's just exactly his voice. And then they try to like obfuscate the fact that they had done that by blending it with a robotic voice. I don't think that's going to fly. I think it's probably going to result in them getting essentially they'll lose the lawsuit and they'll have to settle. And I think as part of that, they're going to end up being owned by the Big Four music companies, Sony, Warner, a couple of the other big boys. I think that's where we're going. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What's your prediction?
Well, I mean, there's always a compromise to be made in a situation like that to where they got to pay so much out. So it's not really losing. It's kind of like leasing for the most part, a co-ownership.
Well, it will be interesting. Things never go the way we think sometimes, but I don't know. I guess there's a potential that it could wind up being sort of taken away from the users at large. I don't think this is going to replace. Yeah, I used to be worried about perhaps it replacing real musicians, but from what I've seen, it's not going that way. And another thing,
No, it
like I
wouldn't.
have been doing this now for a month. Let me see if I can tell how many little. Now, it says songs that are not all unique songs. They call it songs, but like how many songs I have created. Let's go to my library. And let's just see. Well, By the way, I just did this a few moments ago. I find that it really does make good bluegrass.
Shadows on the hillside, echo of the past. Memories like whispers, gathering so fast. Flickering lantern light, footsteps on the ground. Haunting tunes of midnight, ghostly fiddle sound. The ghost of yesterday, dreams that couldn't stay. Echoes in the wind, calling me again.
I read something that said you can make 1,000 songs a month.
Faded love letters, tales of old love lost, hanging from the rafters beneath the moonlight's gloss. Rusty.
I don't think I'm gonna make it to 2,000, but I was noticing I have a whole bunch of
On
credits
the
there.
road to Damascus, the travel
I only have a
evil
few
man.
days till the 30th.
Brother,
So
come
next
and ask
Tuesday,
us
I'm gonna
how
be
to be
gone.
free from sin.
Performing tomorrow
You
night,
can
and
make
Sunday
it by
night, and then back
yourself.
on
You
Monday,
must
so I have
be
like 1 day to
born
use the rest of those
again.
up, so I gotta come up
Takes
with
the
a couple
blood of
concepts to just
Jesus
burn those up, 'cause I don't wanna waste
Change
them
you
on
from within.
Yeah. So they don't
I was blinded by
next one.
What's that?
You just lose them?
Yeah, I think you lose them if you don't use them. So I'm probably gonna do one. I'll do the full subscription one more month, just to see what
Mhm.
happens. But I'm coming. I'm already at that place. I haven't done a lot of this now, mind you. While I've been doing this, I've still been doing real music. You know, like we actually started recording
yeah.
a new project last night, and that's a whole lot more fun. You know, this is just sort of a diversion, but I don't know, man. It's like it really captured my attention for a minute there, but I'm kind of already bored with it if I'm being honest, and I'm noticing a lot of similarity for a lot of the stuff that it spits out. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I wish I could see how many songs I've got. That's crazy that it doesn't tell me. Yeah. I got
Quick
39
question.
I got 39 pages, and it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just say 20 to a page. Let's do a little math here. Let's math this.
Okay.
What did I say? 20 times 39 equals 780 songs I've spun off. It's a lot of it being variations.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Well, man, this ain't good. We'll have to see where it goes. We will have to see where it
My
goes.
question is, since you are a musician, can you tell it to play a song in a certain keynote?
Oh, that was another thing okay, so you can definitely do that on
Okay.
Udio, and it's supposed to be coming here, but I watched a video earlier, the fellow tried it and it didn't work on Suno, but that is definitely coming, I would say, and definitely Udio that he did a specific key and it worked. So
What about tempos and stuff like that?
tempo, it's kind of generic. You sort of give it direction in that regard.
Does it enhance the bass or enhance the leads or anything like that? Or it's just, it's just
Well,
anticipating.
Again, Udio had kind of like an enhancement, but I don't think Suno quite has that yet. That's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Orchestra. So this sort of shows you how they get direction. Epic bass drum, powerful composition. It's a dubstep bass. So yeah, I mean the best way to figure out something cool is to look at the the actual prompting somebody else using and look at how they described it. But anywho, it's 12:35 in Albemarle, North Carolina in the AM, so I'm gonna call this one pretty early tonight, Reg. But hey, at least we got to mention it on the day it drops, so to speak, and I'm gonna hit the couch in a bit and have a quick little nap of maybe 6 or 7 hours, and get ready for my
Alrighty.
gig tomorrow. And we'll see where this goes. And as always, we will pop back in here and post it because we're doing content 5 days a week, yo, for 30 days at least. So far, we have 4 people, and I don't know how many people have watched the video. Although I did say I will say I had 2 of my subscribers on YouTube actually mention the video, so maybe some of
Oh,
those folks
awesome.
are seeing this. But I'll tell you, I have never been able to get any kind of engagement on MeWe, and that sucks. But that's just the way it is. I of course put this in the music category, and like we are just getting. I just don't know if I wonder if MeWe is just that slow. I mean, there's another one. Like I started this because the main music one I go to, it's like the lady that runs it's like, don't talk about AI, I hate AI, and it's like, okay, cool, it's your place, and that one gets a little bit of engagement because really it's guys sort of listening to each other's music, and artists crave feedback and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I go to this one myself quite a bit and post things, but this guy's pretty cool. He's a really good musician. But I've been on there long enough to know some old timers that I liked and that posted cool music, and they've passed away already. And I'm like, wow, this really is kind of a big engagement. But again, it's kind of screw you guys, I'm going home. If you want to talk about something they're not into, and I don't. That's fine. But yeah, they have a great engagement. But apart from that, like I've joined a few other ones, but yeah, mine. There's one for my film I was reposting up here. Got 0 traction. Brent Bowers music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody has followed Brent Bowers music, which that's my personal. Oh, shoot! Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got like 16 followers on that. Whoop whoop. Are
There
you on
you
this one,
go.
Reggie? You better be on this one.
I don't know because I don't know
You are
whether I've been on
there.
MeWe.
I was
Okay,
about,
I
I
am
was
there.
about to proverbially go to that ass. I'm just kidding. That's Deadpool. I watched Deadpool and Wolverine today. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
awesome
I'd
movie.
love to get some engagement. I'm just really curious what other musicians think. I know that a lot of people hit me with such negativity about it that it's like they're like, screw you if you use AI, and I'm like, man, if it's a tool, that's like saying screw you if you use a wrench. I wanted you to use a screwdriver. Screw you
All
for
right.
using that wrench. That's dumb. I ain't
Are
with
you
it.
using the impact wrench or just a regular wrench? Oh no, you
Well,
can't use impact. This is the impact page right here. We hate impact drills.
yeah, well, I'm trying to make some cool. Of course, I do AI photos. I didn't. Oh, I was gonna use this in my graphic, and then I got distracted with something else. By the way, just so you know, I just got a wild hair to go back to Second Life and see what's up there. I hadn't been in it literally in 11 years. One of my former relatives was on there, and I touched base with her, and
Hmm.
yeah, that was 11 years ago. I just looked at it when I was in there today, and as always, you get in there, and like there's literally nobody. Um, but I would take a screenshot. I was thinking about using it to kind of drive AI, and I would take a screenshot. Well, that's weird that I'm not seeing it now, but a screenshot of the where I was at in the AI and whatnot, and there we go. So this is the actual screenshot of the location. They build these little intricate things up, but you go there and there's nobody hardly to talk to. Like if you don't bring somebody there, it's like there's just no reason to do it.
And
But
what place is
anyway,
this? Because I don't see it. I still see your MeWe screen.
uh, I'm actually. Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
so when you watch the video, you'll see it because I'm switching it on OBS, but I'm not switching
Okay.
it
Okay.
on yours. But anyway,
Yeah. No worries.
just boring stuff, just how I'm trying to drive AI. But I have had a good time playing with the AI on um, Deviant Art. You should mess around with that one. You can do some stuff for free on there.
Oh.
Just doing variations of my respawner stuff, and sometimes I'll drive
Hmm.
it with a steel from the movie. Other times not, but sometimes it turns out really dope and cool, like this one. Bam! I did not use all of my credits on there, so you get 300 free prompts. Well, they're not free; you pay for them. but I only used up like 100 last time. I was like, man, I'm gonna do this one more month and really try to use all the prompts. So I've got 179 of the 300, so I've been on it, dude. I've used half of them in like a week. But anyway,
Wow.
I digress. That's it for the MeWe discussion for today. Have a good night, and I'll see you at my gig tomorrow night. So you better get started now if you're gonna make it on time. It'll be Baden, North Carolina, Loafers and Legends, 7 to 9. Holla at your boy!
All right. You take care.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right. You take care.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
thanks. Thanks for watching, guys.